Someone I go bash but listen to me and listen to me well. It's what I rather. Me no want nobody we're over 27. You see, if you're past 27, me no want you. You have to be 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. And the next thing, if you're not chopper, me no want you. If you do 9 to 5, me no want you. You have to be a chopper and you have to the banging line real good. Whatever. Me no want a 9 to 5 man, sorry. Because I no work on a budget. And me no like work on a budget. Me no want you if you say alright then that day I get a week time or a mountain time. I have to squeeze out what you go give me, what go pay bills and whatever. Me like it every money when every money come, we speed that up, cash speed that up, and do what we do with the rest. Does it mean?
Ex-con back before the court on similar charges. A 28-year-old man from Lawrence Tavern in a rural St. Andrew community was denied bail when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Friday. A charge of housebreaking and larceny. Orion Dakers, along with another man, is accused of breaking into a house in his community and taking electronic devices, including cell phones, tablets, and laptops. His father, whom is alleged returned the stolen cell phones to the complainant, may also face the court. Dakers made his second appearance in court on Friday, where a bail application was made on his behalf by his lawyer, Cecile Alston. His co-accused, 20-year-old Tajay Beckford, also Lawrence Tavern, was also arrested but pleaded guilty on August 12. Dakers had denied the charges brought against him. He was remanded as he had previously been convicted and sentenced to serve time in prison on similar charges. The previous conviction was also handed down in Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court in 2017. Current allegations are that Dakers and Beckford broke into the house on the night of July the 21st, 2022 and stole the items. It's reported that the complainant who knew the accuser saw them in the house and called the police. The prosecution is aligning that Daker's father brought a cell phone to the complainant who identified it as one of the items stolen. Dakers and Beckford were arrested on July the 22nd. Question and charge. Dakers is to be brought back to court on November the 16th. The parish judge also ordered that the police interview the father of the accused to ascertain how he came into possession of the cell phone or charge him with receiving stolen property. So right now, my viewers, I don't feel like the father for getting a charge because the father must know about the stolen property. Maybe him see him son with it and decide to he might do the right thing and bring him back the cell phone. So we don't see where a conviction is needed right there. Or it can go any both ways. 17-year-old remanded on charge of murdering schoolmate. The 17-year-old girl in Kingston Technical High School, female student who is charged with the recent death of her schoolmate, was remanded in police custody on Friday. The teen, whose name cannot be released due to her age, appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court. We know her name already though. She is charged with the murder of a 16-year-old Michonne Campbell of a 9-mile Bull Bay address in St. Andrew. The court was informed that a post-mortem examination report was outstanding in the matter, as well as some statements that are needed. A result of presiding parish court judge Fiona Fair Gregory ordered the teen to be remanded in custody until her next court date on November the 9th. Reports from the Central Police are that about 2:30 p.m. on Friday, September the 29th, Campbell and another schoolgirl were involved in a dispute on a school compound in Kingston. The dispute escalated and both schoolgirls were subsequently seen with stab wounds. They were both taken to the hospital where Campbell was pronounced and the other teen was treated and then taken back into custody. Deceased Baksasha feared his life. Woman claims slain escapee was set up by the system. Her voice cracked several times and then she broke into tears. The reality of losing her close friend, Rudolph Boxer Shaw, was too much for Jane to accept. She said that while the 30-year-old was no angel, he was never the beast that the police made him out to be. In fact, she said the politicians from both sides of the fence were associated with him. I remember one time, name omitted, tell him to watch him friends them because them never like him. Politician from both sides use they own him. Enough, she claimed. The police described Shaw as a long-time stample on the most wanted list in divisions of St. Catherine North and St. Catherine South. He was charged with 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of wounding with intent, illegal possession of a firearm and ammunition, and absconding bailed. At the time of his escape, he was awaiting his next court date on October the 12th. The murder accused was killed by operative from the Jamaica Constable Force Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch at a guest house on Mullines Road in St. Andrew on Saturday, 2 days after he escaped from custody at the Kingston Central Lockup. I am not going home to say here tonight and pretty up things to say he was an angel, but Shaw helped a lot of youths. A tearful Jane told the news yesterday via telephone. I saw him take off his slippers and give to a little youth who did not have it. I saw his mother bring barrel of food and he shared out all of the food that none was left back in the house, she said. Jane said that she spoke to Shaw via telephone after he escaped custody. She said that he felt that he was unfairly set up by the state and was not convinced that he would get a fair trial. Jane too is convinced that he was set up, insisting that he did not do the crimes for which he has been accused of. Although Shaw's name become very with a number of murders and shooting incidents in Clarendon, Jane maintained that the rumors were not so. It started from a policeman who never liked Boxer, went ahead and blamed him for the death of his mother, who was killed by gunmen in early 2022. She said that the murder was theorized as a reprisal to the death of Shaw's friend, who was killed weeks earlier in January, alleged by the policeman. She claimed that her friend was not involved in that incident as he was not living in Clarendon at the time, largely because he was in fear of his life. Believing that he was marked for death, Jane and Shaw had no choice but to flee the country. He absconded bail and went to Cayman Island, but was caught and deported to Jamaica. Even the murder charge that they brought him back for from Cayman, Shaw wasn't in the island when that incident happened, and I have proof of that, pictures, voice notes, everything. Shaw was never here, and they charge him for those. Why you think him escaped from Central? She Shaw escaped from Central because they isolate him in the maximum security area for a month and he was in fear for his life for the next court date. She said, while law enforcement official labeled Shaw as dangerous man, Jane said she did not see those characteristics in him. She said, however, that he made some bad decisions that eventually cost him his life. If him did just listen to his mom, then maybe what happened wouldn't happen, or maybe that they wouldn't put his name on wouldn't even have happened when he went away to live in Mandeville, and we told him not to come back to Longsville. If him did listen from them, maybe him would be in a better place today, she said. Jane said that her last conversation with Shaw took place several minutes before he was killed during the alleged confrontation, which led to his death. Him sent me a couple texts to say his swollen foot because when he was escaping from the cell, he said he had to jump over the barbed wire fence at the back of the station, but fell hard and dislocated the bone in his right ankle. He told me that he was getting rest because the doctor gave him medication for the injury. She said, name change to protect identity. Boy, my viewers, this one is long and scary, but boy, we don't know any my viewers. It's up to the police, them, and it's up to one of the citizens to really tell me what's and what really went down. But anyway, my viewers, just continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until another one, we say JNN News Channel. We are out.